Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Mary Bubala. In just moments, we will hear from Ravens running back Ray Rice for the first time since his arrest in Atlantic City on a domestic violence case. He was charged with assaulting his then-fiancée, now wife, Janae, during a fight at a casino earlier this year. And just this week, he was admitted into a pretrial intervention program, and that means he will avoid prosecution. WJZ is live at the Ravens complex in Owings Mills, where Rice will speak momentarily. Sports director Mark Viviano and WJZ investigator Mike Helgren join us live. Mark, fans have been waiting to hear from Ray Rice for quite some time now.
No question, and we will be hearing from Ray Rice here momentarily. You're right. Fans have been waiting to hear word from one of their fan favorites. Ray Rice has been the second leading running back in Ravens history. 6 seasons with the team, 3 times named a Pro Bowler. Coming off what was his least productive season as a running back, a couple of years ago, rewarded with a multi-million-dollar contract. Ray, very active in the Baltimore community, his anti-bullying campaign, endorsements. This is an opportunity for him to share his side of the incidents of last February and waiting those words. Mike Helgren, you've been covering this from the legal side of things. What do you anticipate today?
Well, I think it'll probably be very short. Now, his lawyers had asked him not to speak, so they waited to hold this press conference, they said, until after the criminal side of all this was over. And he was accepted, as Mary said, into the pretrial intervention program this week, and that basically means he doesn't have to do any jail time. It's one of those programs that clears the courts for first-time offenders. It does mandate counseling, and his lawyer has said that both he and his wife are undergoing counseling together and have been since this incident happened.
And even with his record cleared through this, he still could stand suspension from the National Football League. Commissioner Roger Goodell has a code of conduct that he instituted in 2007, and there is precedence where players have been suspended by the league for incidents that bring disrepute to the league, even if they are not charged in these cases. So that'll be something that Rice will have to meet with the commissioner about, and certainly there will be some negotiations along those lines. You know, recent incidences where there have been players suspended despite not being charged include Ben Roethlisberger, the Pittsburgh Steelers. So it's happened before, and we'll see if that happens again. We now have opportunity to hear for the first time from Ray Rice.
Hey guys, just a couple of things. Since this happened back in February, Ray has been eager to say something for a long time. And unfortunately, because he's in a probationary period right now, that's Raven over there. His lawyer in this case, the NFL Players Association, and even some of the Ravens have recommended that he not take questions. But he came to me the other day and said he wanted to do this. Why today? Ray came on Wednesday and asked, he said he was ready to say something, want to do it now. He had some business yesterday. Today's not a great day for us to do it because John Harbaugh and Ozzie Newsome wanted to be here when we did. They wanted to push it next Tuesday, and they're both not here today because of other commitments. But Ray wants to say something and say something now. So with that, as Tori comes in, with that, I'll turn it over to Ray Rice.
First of all, I'd like to just thank you guys for taking your time out to come out and just hear me out for a little bit. I had many nights and many days and a lot of time to reflect on, a lot of things. And, I usually prepare my speeches just coming off the top. But during the time I had a chance to jot a lot of things down. And just a little bit, I just want to first off apologize to, Steve Bisciotti, Ozzie Newsome, and Coach Harbaugh. Yeah, and also want to apologize to my fans, to the kids, to everyone who was affected, by this situation that me and my wife were in. And throughout this time, we really had a time to, reflect on each other. And, one thing that we were blessed to work it out together. And though we know any relationship is perfect, but me and Janae together, what counseling has done for us, we want the world to see that it definitely did help us out. And, you know, I pride myself on, you know, my job is a very prideful job, the NFL, and I'm blessed to be playing at the highest level of sports. But the job that I did was more than scoring touchdowns. You know, it was getting out into the community. It was helping out. So when all of you seen this come upon, you know, this thing happened with me and my wife, you know, everybody questioned, you know, what happened. And, you know, one thing I can say is that, you know, sometimes in life you will fail, you know, but I won't call myself a failure. Failure is not getting knocked down, it's not getting up. And, you know, sorry, just want to hit on everything. And, you know, failure is not getting knocked down, it's not getting up. But I know many of my supporters, sponsors who have, you know, acted as so to, you know, not want to be, you know, in partnership with me. You know, that's my fault. That's my fault. I take full responsibility for that. And, you know, one thing that I do know is that I am working every day to be a better father, a better husband, you know, and just a better role model. And, you know, my daughter left the room, and, you know, the best thing I have to do is be a role model for her throughout everything. And, you know, my wife is here, and I just want to thank her for loving me where I was weak and building up where I was strong throughout this whole situation. And lastly, I wanted to, sorry, get my notes. Lastly, I just wanted to look at you all in the room who've covered me over the last 7 years, 6 going on 7 years. And for everybody here, you know, I want you to know that, you know, I'm still the Ray Rice that you know or used to know or grown to love. You know, I'm still the same guy, you know, and as me and Janae wish we could take back 30 seconds of our life, we definitely sit here today and tell you that, you know, we are better parents, we are better lovers, and we're also better friends throughout the situation. And as our family sit here today, you know, we want to just thank you for encouraging us. Mom, thank you. Mr. Palmer, my father I never had, thank you for teaching me what it is to be a man. And, you know, I know it wasn't easy when you seen everything that happened, but I just remember your words, you know, you'll get through it. And those words always stick with me deeper than anything that I can imagine, because one thing you gave me was trust. And we're working on our relationship, but one thing you is to trust me is that, you know, I have Janae's best interests. And just want to thank all my supporters for the very kind times of notes or whatever you sent. I just want to thank you all for taking the time out to, you know, even reach out. You know, I want to personally thank our counselor, you know, Dr. Paul Ball, and I want to personally thank, you know, our team chaplain, Johnny Shelton, who's here today, for ministering us during this time and showing us a different way of, you know, because coping alone was definitely, you know, not easy, but bringing us together, times of fellowship, really made things a lot better for us. You know, every day wasn't easy, but through all things, you know, we were able to get through this. And, you know, and there was a lot of tears shed, but me and Janae can truly say that, you know, we're in a better place. And we just hopefully all one day gain back everyone's trust to let y'all know that, you know, we're still the same people and I'm still the same person. And, you know, I really treat my job as a very special job. And, you know, I failed miserably, but I wouldn't call myself a failure because I'm working my way back up. And I I think my wife has something to say. I don't want to be the only one who, you know, we were in this together. So, Janae, you got something?
Yes, first I want to say thank you for all of those who have supported us throughout this situation. I do deeply regret the role that I played in the incident that night, but I can say that I am happy that we continue to work through it together, and we are continuing to strengthen our relationship and our marriage and do what we have to do for not only ourselves collectively, but individually, and working on being better parents for Raven and continue to be good role models for the community like we were doing before this. I love Ray, and I know he will continue to prove himself to not only you all, but the community, and I know he will gain your respect back in due time. So thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you.
All right, that is a raw, emotional statement from Janae Palmer and Ray Rice, and we're going to listen in to some of the questions that are coming their way.
I know that's your job, but we're not going to do it. All right? Guys.
Okay, it sounded like there was going to be a question, but instead we had, as I said, this short but raw and emotional statement from Ray Rice as he's hugging now some members of the team. His daughter Raven was there for a while. That's his mother that he's hugging, Janet. She came down from New Rochelle, New York, where Ray grew up. Basically, he apologized to the team leaders and to all of the fans. The kids as well, saying no one is perfect, and he does not consider himself a failure. Sports director Mark Viviano and Mike Halgren rejoin us now. It was heartfelt, guys.
Well, one thing, though, he did not apologize to his wife, and they never detailed exactly what went on in the incident. She did say she deeply regrets any role that she had to play, but she was not charged in this, not indicted in this. So it's notable for what he said, but also what he didn't say.
Yeah, also notable, too, the timing of making the statement today. Ravens Public Relations indicated that it was their choice that this statement be made next Tuesday, when General Manager Ozzie Newsome and head coach John Harbaugh could be present. They're both out of town. They wanted to be here in a sign of support. We should note that Ravens wide receiver Torrey Smith was one teammate who was present here today in his show of support. But according to the Ravens, Rice wanted to get this done now. His advisors, his lawyers, even the Players Association told him not to take questions because of the legalities that he still faces.
And that TMZ video is still out there and always will be haunting him.
Yeah, it
Mary?
is part of his legacy. All right, Mark and Mike, thank you so much. Both of them will be part of our full coverage that will start today on WJZ Eyewitness News at 4 o'clock. Again, we will have full coverage of Ray Rice's first public statement since his arrest.